Hi, you guys. It was funny. I just didn't have a quote. Here's the other one. It didn't seem like enough of a starting point, so I was looking down at because I had a feeling there was one, I just wasn't seeing it. And I looked down at this one and I saw Free Peach. And I thought, Free Peach? And then I realized it was free speech. I just like that. Free Peach. And there's something about something catching your attention because something isn't quite right. The other things that were written on this piece of paper were getting clear, clearing the air, free speech, coming to light. So, and then the other one that I had in mind the other day, and it's sort of misplaced, was a Jung quote: "Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks inside awakes." I mean, what he was saying many moons ago is now said so often, it almost sounds like, duh, kind of a cliche. Not. Who looks inside awakes. I'm working again with this mixed Rider-Waite deck. When the voice, I can hear my voice sometimes and I sound like this kind of caricature old lady. I'm not a caricature old lady. I'm the real thing. So with that in mind, sorry, burp. Okay. Getting clear, clearing the air. I like that back to back. Getting clear maybe in yourself first. Because how can you clear the air with somebody if you yourself are not? Then clear doesn't mean know-it-all. Clear means kind of all channels open. These sort of wanted to come out. Page of Swords, Ten of Swords. I think it's learning from pain, from what hurt you. Hurt you bad. But by sort of taking the lesson, looking at it, maybe even looking at your own part in it, our own part in it, we're wrapping up that cycle. Because tens indicate a wrapping up. Ten of Swords indicates a painful ending. Page of Swords here talks about looking at something, extracting a lesson. This is what I've learned, and I had to look at it to learn it. Take the lesson. And swords are an energy potentially of clarity. Clearing the air. Air energy, sword energy. So I like how that kind of dovetails. Getting clear, clearing the air, and Free Peach. Stop doing that. I really need to stop doing that. But yeah, swords speak to speech. Speak to speech. Tell us, please, about the ending that we're learning from, we're looking at. Okay. Right you are. First up, Eight of Wands, card of communication, movement, forward movement. Often dialogue, incoming messages, from a distance, usually. Some people say on a distance. From a distance. Distance is involved. But there's love. Queen of Cups. Somebody loves you, I'd say. And they're communicating with you. Let's see. Under Page of Swords, Star, card of Aquarius. Same sword energy, air energy. You know, kind of a very high expression of that. Aquarian clarity is really, I was going to say like no other. Because, you know, Aquarius is a card also of uniqueness. A star. Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment, being satisfied, sometimes like indulging, maybe to excess. It sometimes means that, not always. I mean, in my readings, rarely. Ten of Wands, putting down the burden. Rue is just off camera. Ten of Wands. It's also a closing out of another cycle, letting go of what you don't need, what's become a burden to you. And this might, Page of Swords, Ten of Swords, might be just taking a look at what hurt you at this painful ending. I guess I said that before, but Seven of Wands, blocking or standing up for something. And I think in this context, Ten of Wands, putting down the burden, Seven of Wands, kind of almost like barring the door, taking out the trash, shutting the door. You know, you don't, it's sort of like you don't make space. You make space in your the closet of your psyche that has accrued a bunch of stuff. You know, living every day, doesn't that happen? Things happen to us or don't, and we end up with this sort of crowded space. And this is a little bit a card of like, no more. I've gotten rid of stuff. Don't come and fill it up again. Something like that. It is a sort of bizarre message. Seven, 8, 9, 10. There's something about being on the right track. And it might be that this sort of clear, that whole business of getting clear, getting clear. I mean, that's what Aquarius does. It gets the higher perspective. It is the higher perspective. Wish fulfillment, wish fulfillment. Star, a sign of Aquarius. can mean wish fulfillment, healing. But there's a card right next to it of getting what you want. Filling all your cups. Love at every turn. And it's satisfying to you. And it's like, it's sort of like, you know, good things are happening. You know, you kind of cleaned house and you're not admitting you know, like what hurt you before. You've learned something about pain and how to close out that cycle. That's all in sword energy. You know, clarity, communication. And here's this, as clear as it gets. Clear as a bell. So you're sort of 7 of Wands, protecting the work that you've done to unburden. And you've found a 9 of Cups, a personal happiness. And moreover, in addition to the personal 9, speak to personal 9 of Cups, happiness, there's this elevated, inclusive everybody, love for everybody, something like that. And I look down and there's 6 of Pentacles. That one I'd seen. Oh, and there's something hiding. Hang on. Bottom of the deck is 6 of Wands, but let's see what's back here. Justice, 6 of Pentacles. 2 cards of balance. 6 of Pentacles has the scales and can be a card of altruism, you know, of offering help. This is also a card of balance, justice with the scales. So this is kind of the archetype of justice, and this is justice in action. A fairness. And these guys are depicted in Rider-Waite as impoverished. And this is the rich guy. And he's doling out some money. It's sort of like getting on an even playing field. In Pentacles energy, it's not just saying, I wish you well, you know, it's helping. In real terms, get to work toward something balanced and equal. Ditto. This is in air energy we've been talking about all along. Libra. Another kind of clarity. You know, I know balance. I know fairness. I know how to get the scales to calibrate. I know the truth. You know, that clarity we've been talking about all over the place. So it's 6 of Pentacles, you know, over time in real terms. And bottom of the deck, 6 of Wands. So now we have the 6, 7, 8, 10 of Wands, missing the 9. A lot of Wands. Missing 9 of Wands, which is wounded warrior energy, exhaustion. This is not wounded warrior. This is, depicts a guy coming home with the victory wreath. Victory in some sort of battle has been attained. Something to show for it. 2 6s, 12. 12 is Hangman. So something has taken time. 6 years? Years, anyway, years. To come into balance, to achieve this victory. But you have something to show for it. And it might be in Pentacles. You know, something of value anyway. Could be money. I don't really get that from the other cards. and I had seen something and I lost it, but okay. Seen something, lost it. That's a little bit Page of Swords, paying attention, seen it. A card of kind of lost it all. Seen it, lost it. Not sure about that. Well, let's go right for Page of Swords. What have we seen? What have we learned? What have we understood? What's come to light? Interesting. Tower. The ending of something. It some structure comes down, and it's a good thing. So here we have the painful ending in sword energy. It's an ending. And Tower is an ending as well of something. It can be a former state of mind, because it can mean epiphany. So some kind of sudden light bulb moment. I hate that expression. Sudden lightning strike of understanding. That light business, that clarity. After a thunderstorm, it literally clears the air. Remember, we were talking about clearing the air? First there's a fairly sudden, catastrophic, or, it has that feeling to it. Thunder and lightning, duck and cover, but it clears the air. Something clears the air. Page of Swords, Tower. Well, now I'm seeing this guy, the sword almost as like a lightning rod. There's a certain aha moment on the little level here, like an inkling, like a whatever, and suddenly it's a lightning rod for this epiphany that like changes everything, liberates you, but in a kind of, it's dramatic and sudden. It's a clearing of the air. And on 10 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, a card of like, I'm hearing holding your own. It's a card of independence, of having what you need in yourself to survive. It's very useful if you're alone and if you're coming into connection with somebody. You're okay on your own, so you're not inclined to cling to something that's unhealthy because you're scared of being alone. I mean, that's not your path. If it ever was, 10 of Swords, that's over. And it's interesting that it's Tower, the kind of taking down of the structure. I'm just not in the right place with it. There we go. I'm like breaking my arm trying to get it. Clearing the air, indeed. And everything may come down around your ears, but not you. You're good. You're solid. It's like you can absorb the blow, the Tower moment. Some buildings are constructed so that they can move with the winds or the earthquake or whatever it is. They're not absolutely rigid. Rigid things snap. you don't snap. Tell us about this. Wow, 8 of Wands, incoming communication. 8 of Cups. That's leaving something behind. Going toward, you're picking a different destination. Yeah, that's what I thought. This was perfect. I don't know why I have to check. I second guess myself. Somebody maybe. 2 8s on the board. Because we're clarifying 8 of Wands. And it comes up 8 of Cups. 2 8s are 16, which is, in fact, Tower. So some understanding, a small understanding blossoms into this epiphany. The painful ending leaves you, or the ending, let's put it that way. It wasn't an easy ending, but you're still standing. And this is sort of, I see it as like, this is like Pilgrim's Progress. This is the person setting out on the journey of discovery in what they care about, what they love. They're moving toward it. They don't know quite where it is, but they may have, somebody may be telling you this. Both cards speak to movement, right? This is movement. Could be a physical move. Because somebody's on a path, leaving somewhere and onto something else. And it's that feeling of going into the flow. Like whatever the painful ending was, that it basically had flattened you. I mean, this person is like face planted. You're back up. You're back up. I'm hearing like the bell in the boxing match. Ding! It's like you're back on your feet. Back in the flow. And on the move. Somebody is. And it's an emotional path. It's a Cups path. And the next card is Queen of Cups. And when this came out, didn't I say somebody loves you? I mean, love is definitely in the mix. But hold up, 2 of Swords. I think there's a mental, sword energy, hesitation, indecision. It's in the thinking, though, whereas this is in the feelings. And I think Queen of Cups could feel her way through this kind of crossroads that's created by 2 conflicting thoughts. It has to be this or that, A or B, on or off. I think she can feel her, she, he, they, perhaps a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They can feel their way through it. And keep going. There's a determination here to keep going. Okay, on the star, please. The Aquarian energy. Kind of ultimate clarity. Clear and clean, and it's a choice. And again, that balance business. Over here we had Justice, card of Libra, balance. Six of Pentacles, earth energy, like as it expresses in the world, it's fair and balanced. And this is a card, and Six of Wands. This is a card of weighing two things up. It's a card of consideration, making a choice. And that's on Star. Tell me more. Tell us more about this Nine of Cups, please. We've got Star 2. There's a choice. Okay. Hangman. Well, this is that. Sorry, the weighing up, the consideration. This is like the suspension to understand something about your feelings. What makes you happy? Water energy, the card of feelings. Piscean energy, a card of emotion. Water energy. And the need to, process it. Figure out, what makes me happy? What is my wish fulfillment, Nine of Cups? Consideration over wish fulfillment. What makes it's sort of saying the same thing again. Like the question is, which one? And this implies a choice of this or that. And the consideration may have been going on for a long time. Because it seems to me there's a lot at stake. Okay. Queen of Swords. The energy of discernment. Like if you're putting stuff down, if you're letting go of stuff, she'd know what to let go of. And moreover, she'd be like quite clear about it. It's that clarity thing again. She's not mean, but she's not going to hang on to stuff. She knows how to discern, to discriminate. So would she know what to let go of? So in this case, the sword energy can also mean the ability to cut ties, to set boundaries. Another kind of boundary right next to it. You unburden yourself. You set a boundary against letting in the same kind of thing again. And she could do it. She would do it. Unapologetically. And be clear about why. I mean, definitely a proponent of free speech. Like, tell me the truth. I'll tell you the truth. What's the opposite of free speech? I'm hearing lies, but, I mean, the Queen of Swords there's nothing about a false front. She knows who she is. You know who you are, and you know who the other guy is, too, I think. So we have Seven of Wands clarified by Four of Cups. Somebody might be trying to, deny what they want. Be blocking, here's somebody imagining the cup, feeling sad, feeling he, she, they has missed some kind of boat. In Cups energy. that feeling energy we've been talking about. Maybe they feel they've blocked an opportunity. Somebody feels they've blocked an opportunity. Of, in the realm of cups. I don't get that. Who blocked an opportunity? Well, whatever was the block or the, I can't get there from here, not true. No longer true. She feels her way through the block. Queen of Swords clears the path for sure. I didn't have written down clearing the path, but an energy of being unimpeded. Because 10 of Wands, that burden will slow you down. And I'm hearing, I'll cut you. I'll cut you loose. Why will she cut him loose? Could be because there's too much hidden, too many secrets, too much that's not known. And Queen of Swords is all about knowing it. She'd want to know. Wouldn't really be okay with big secrets being kept in the dark. I mean, we've been talking all about the light. In a way, this is moonlight. I think somebody's scared. Another meaning of moon. It's a card of Pisces. We have a lot of that watery energy of feelings. I think somebody's blocking their feelings and in a funk about it. They're blocking their disappointment. Boy, those two, I just still don't get it. Well, it's a mystery, isn't it? Something's hidden. Some feeling is being blocked. Tell us about the moon. What's coming? Okay. It's high anxiety. In sword energy. This is not clarity. This is, and I'm getting that off this a little bit. It can be stressed out, but over somebody else. It's a 9, so it properly 9 speak to the personal, but it's like taking on somebody else's stress. Worry about somebody else troubling your sleep, and like you're taking it on. If there have been secrets and fear, a big not knowing, you're taking on their fear, their moon energy. It's almost like things they don't know. You're taking on their fear. And this could maybe be like you're guarding yourself against somebody else's sadness. It's not that you're cold. It's not a cold sword energy, but it is a somebody who, Queen of Swords, won't take on somebody else's baggage, which might be, the baggage might be their defensiveness and their sadness. I think Queen of Swords knows her emotions too, has processed them, and knows what will make her happy. She's taken the time to discover it. She's a sword energy, but she wants to know her feelings, is not afraid to. And I think this is like choosing clarity, choosing not only to know, but to know from this higher perspective. You know, and it's Pentacles. It's something that you then express in real life, step by step. Wow. Okay, the third card here, we have Moon, Nine of Swords, Devil, Capricorn energy. I mean, there may be sort of like a toxic secret. And even though you don't, it's a secret from you, it's kind of come into your dreamscape. This is a dreamscape. I know this is getting kind of woo, but moon energy is not sunlight, it's moonlight, it's nighttime. It's when things come up out of the unconscious, things that perhaps have been repressed. They're coming to light. But somebody is afraid of that, and it's like the energy of their anxiety and fear. I don't know why I'm so sure it's somebody else, but the energy of their anxiety and fear, you can feel it because you're tapped into this moon energy. And it's freaking you out a bit. You're worried about them. I think you think they're in trouble. That they're stuck. You know, they're stuck sort of in a guarded place where they end up by themselves, guarding against love, something like that. Blocking and I think maybe you sense that there's something unhealthy about the way their fear holds you back or makes you, that you've taken it on. This can be a card of codependence, not letting go, and the need to let go. The need to let go. And Tower is like, you know, it's whatever's not been let go of is like kaboom. So, something on Devil energy, please. The need to let go. Two of Wands. Like being on the it's a decision, it's a 2 card. How do I go forward? There's a globe in his hand. He's not yet embarked, he, she, they. So it's forward movement. Where do I go from here kind of thing? Six of Cups. It's sort of toward the one who knows me, to the one I know. We've always known each other. But now, Two of Wands at a distance, because this is a guy looking out to sea with a globe in his hand, in their hand. Like, where are you? Somebody's heading off on a journey by themselves, I'm getting. That they need to take this leap forward. And Fool is a card of personal again. To take the leap forward, Aries energy. Bravely, boldly, perhaps even a little recklessly. They have to do it alone. They have to do it alone. I mean, this is a card of together, soulmate. Maybe somebody just has to get out of their fear on their own. You know, because you can be in this kind of relationship with somebody where you know them, they know you. This is a really important relationship, and you love them. You love each other. But there's something they have to do to take some sort of leap. You know, to know what to let go of. And it may be an addiction, or it's some kind of unhealthy attachment. They need to decide to go forward. And I don't think it's an unhealthy attachment between the two of you. But something, I think, in their environment that has to do with hanging on to something toxic, or somebody toxic is hanging on to them, and their stress and fear is something you're picking up on in the dreamscape. But this, you know, this kind of energy spells like busting out of a chrysalis, busting out of the egg, time to hatch. You know, time is the fledgling to jump out of the nest, go forth, go fifth. Go, 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 go man, go. And this is the card of the new beginning. You know, once this tower sort of skin has been shed, and you notice the difference in, you know, this is dark. These are all dark. The place of non-clarity, the place of fear being kind of transmitted through some kind of permeable membrane. And look at this new beginning. It's a movement forward away from this energy, and it will somehow liberate both of you, because you've been tied to their fear somehow. And I'm hearing like you, Moon is a sort of a receptive energy, a feminine energy of feeling. And what I heard was, you know, you received them. You know, they were trying to hide. It's the moon, like you accepted them, you received them. coming into balance. There's some lyric in the band called The Band. What you believe, you receive. What you believe, you receive. So there's in general, there's a clearing up and a waking up. Was it the thing that said wake up? Oh, the Jung quote. Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks inside awakes. And that devil energy is what, until this point, somebody hasn't been willing to look at. Now there's a willingness. It's going to bring everything into balance. Well, everything. I mean, a lot. There's a Ravi Shankar, I think my sister was at a concert, back in the 60s, and he plays the sitar. And he came out on stage. This was in like the East Village in New York. He came out and sat down and started to play, and played for a little while, a few minutes, and everybody screamed and cheered, and and he said, thank you very much. I was tuning. I don't know where that came from, but I was tuning. Why Ravi Shankar? I don't know. That's puzzling. Let me know in the comments if you have any idea. Your visions will become clear only when you look into your own heart. Who looks inside awakes. I was only tuning. That's a mystery to me. It's like a koan. I'll be pondering that one. But things are, the short of it is, things are coming to light. You've processed your feelings about what makes you happy. You've assumed the Queen of Swords energy of kind of like, I'll let go of what I have to. And it might include your moods. Somebody who's sad, somebody who's guarded, scared. And if it's not about love, because you are a Queen of Cups, about feelings, if it's not about love, you'll block it and go elsewhere, because you'll go 8 of Cups because you're good on your own, 9 of Pentacles. You've learned something. It's a game changer. Everything seems to me to be going in the right direction toward light, toward Aquarian energy, because you've made a choice. You've made a choice. It will pay off. Till next time.